bonds were forged. Did this Barry construct?
Bye bye, bitch.
Hello?
What the? What the?
Asking myself the same question. Literally. No, this can't be happening. What are you doing here?
Well, I'll tell you that when you tell me where here is. Is this cosplay? Oh, do you
Was
wanna
this
tell
the
me?
spoiler?
Yeah, this is the
Sorry,
major thing I was telling you about.
I'm also the Flash.
Those are the what?
Like, this spread like wildfire once this aired. It was insane.
Flash. The Flash.
It's complicated.
Like your outfit. It seems comfy.
Yours is pretty cool.
It's so funny, Jenna's chest.
About Barry Allen. No! What does that mean?
What is that?
This should be impossible now.
It's impossible now?
You don't know about the...
Oh my god, don't do this to me. I don't know about the what. Okay.
You don't figure this is possible. What does this mean?
What was that?
Would you like me to pause it for a moment?
Yes, I'd like you to pause it for a moment and explain to me what just happened.
So, of course, that was the film Flash for
Yeah.
Ezra Miller.
Yeah, terrible as always, no offense.
So, they had already finished wrapping on Crisis,
Uh-huh.
but then DC people from the film division came to Mark Guggenheim, one of the guys that produced on these shows, and asked them, are we able to fit, like, Ezra Miller Flash in this show, possibly? And he said, like, unless you're, like, you can't, like, no, we can probably find a way to squeeze him in here quickly. Which was a big deal, of course, because never once of that... Because that's the current film division and the TV show side, which is a big deal.
Yeah, which had never crossed over before.
Yeah. And usually also the film side and TV was always like a very split thing. I've told you about it before in the past, the film people told you,
Yes.
you can't do this because we're doing that.
Exactly.
But
Like, you can't have a Superman show because we're using Superman.
Yeah,
Or we
you
can't
can't
have
do
a
this.
Batman
You can't do the Suicide Squad because we're doing Suicide
show.
Squad.
Yeah.
So that was a big shift when they did that. It allowed it to happen.
Huh. So maybe this is like signs for things to come? Like,
Probably. But also it
Batman
alludes-
show?
It does also allude to stuff for the Flash in his own movie.
Uh-huh.
Because for one thing, actually,
Are they continuing with the DC universe?
yeah, not like they're not trying to like they're gonna keep them like separate, still have their own little adventures before they start trying to force them into crossovers again. Like Aquaman and Shazam were were part of the same unit, but they weren't like in your face like references.
They didn't
and stuff.
mention the others?
Aquaman had like one reference to the Justice League movie, but like that was really it. And they just like stayed very separate mostly.
Alright.
But they are slowly still trying to do that universe, but not like
See, this
The
is
way
what they
they-
should have done at the start. Instead
Yeah.
of like set out for the Justice League, they should have just like, okay, let's put this character here, and let's see where they grow.
yeah. But yeah, so that happened. But it also,
And it spread like wildfire, I imagine.
oh yeah, like it literally was insane. Like once like there's no way you would not have been able to see that like online. Like people.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Say, I don't.
I'm surprised because it literally went everywhere online. It was actually insane.
God.
But also this kind of signifies stuff for the Flash movie coming out in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the year. Because Barry Allen says, I'm also the Flash. He's like, you're also the what? And he's like, the Flash? So, like...
That's how he gets the name.
Yeah, because he never got called the Flash in the Justice League. So they just gave him the name. And the scene stuff is also kind of confusing because, like, there's definitely no multiverse at this point, but then he's somehow, so that's why he's asking...
But
how-
wasn't he
how
in the
do you
memory?
feel? No. Well, that's the thing. Well, no, he's on the Speed Force. He somehow came into the Speed Force too, which... Because he mentions Victor, which is Cyborg, so like presumably him and Cyborg are doing kind of tests on the Speed Force, trying to learn about it. He may have whisked in there.
Okay.
It's not really clear though, like how he's there because like the multiverse is gone. So not sure how he's existing, how he got in there before.
Then why did he disappear? Like
That we don't really know. I mean, the plus thing is like some people say the Speed Force doesn't work like time and space, so he probably got in there maybe before the multiverse or maybe even after.
Yeah, it's possible that.
Because Flash said, "What does this mean?" That he's so like. I think he's supposed to imply that the multiverse
Wait, how is
will
there? Yeah,
be
exactly.
fixed.
Exactly.
So yeah,
Okay.
it was very interesting. Like literally, that scene was like they shot that. People actually started asking producers like, "How would you keep this such a secret?" Like it was not hard. Like, we flew Ezra we flew him into Vancouver. He was here for 2 weeks. No one literally noticed.
Of course nobody noticed.
And we filmed this scene.
It's Ezra Miller.
Like, literally only Grant Gustin, who plays Flash on the show, knew about it, and the people who filmed the scene. So when he posted the photos online, on, like, he shared photos, and, like, and everyone was like, what? We none of us knew this shit.
Wait a minute. Oh my god. Did they have, like, how amazing would it be if they did, like, an interview, like, both the Flashes, and, like, just being themselves? That'd be amazing.
Yeah, and, like, what else? I thought at first it was actually a green screen scene. Like, when you look at them individually, it looks like a green screen almost.
Kind of, yeah.
But then Grant Gustin, like, posted the photos, like I said, with them hanging out. So I'm like, okay, so it just really looks like a green screen when they're not, like, face-to-face like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, I guess they're not. And then they started rubbing each other's chests.
Yeah.
Like, hi, Barry Allen. No! Stop.
Complimenting each other's suits. But also watching the scene together, it made me firmly realize, yeah, I like the TV show Flash costume way more.
Yeah, the movie Flash was like, wow, your costume looks so comfortable. Like, yours looks like a suit of armor.
Yours looks breathable.
Oh my god, how do you move? You can move, I can.
Yeah, like his suits will become like Injustice-esque, but it looks too like scrapped together, I think, and also too much of the Power Ranger movie suit.
Yes.
Ranger.
It kind of feels like he scrapped it together, kind of like, you know how Spider-Man, whenever he starts out, it's basically like a hoodie and a mask. It kind of feels like he scrapped it together, but at the same time, it looks official enough to be like, oh, I designed this myself.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Pretty insane.
Yeah.
Nothing else I can really think of.
Okay,
yeah,
well,
pretty insane scene, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you were gonna have a bigger reaction or not, because you're not a fan of that Flash either.
No, I'm not. I hate that Flash, dude. But at the same time, like, what are you doing here?
Yeah. I still see that pictures of that online. I'm like, I still don't believe that happened. Like, it looked. I see pictures of
like this is a big thing.
Yeah. I see pictures and I'm like, I have someone like Photoshop this shit. No, it's an actual thing.
It can't be real. Oh my god.
Like, it's insane.
It's amazing. This is already incredible. One, because of the forehead boop.
Yeah.
And now this.
Yeah.
I've unlocked your potential, Barry. Touching my head.
Which I was hoping was like because they did that. I was hoping that DC would give them a bigger budget for some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because one thing that actually revealed was that they sacrificed a lot of fight scenes budget for cameos of a lot of people.
Aww.
Which makes sense, but
yeah,
still,
true.
I was kind of hoping DC would give them a bit more bigger budget because it's legit a massive thing.
Yeah, it's like this is huge. I'm sure it's pulling in all the ratings.
Yeah.
But then again, we're
or what?
nothing YouTube, nothing. We're watching this totally legally. Continue!
Anyway, we're talking pretty much now.
Yes.
Hey, if you like that video, guess what? YouTube picked out a video just for you on the left. Or, if you want to take my advice, watch the most recent video on the right. Thanks for watching.